Guess who I'm standing with? Only Dr. Hilary Jones, yes. I'm very excited. We're here at the Eye Doctor stand. Now, tell me why I'm here, Doctor.
Annalise, you're here to talk about the Eye Doctor. The Eye Doctor is a company, a family-run business that I've been associated with for some time, who are really pushing the boat when it comes to innovation, because they've created something which no one else has yet created. So it's an eye mask for dry eye disease, the commonest of all eye diseases, which millions of people suffer from. But the difference with this particular eye mask is it's impregnated with an antibacterial substance. So when you're using regularly an eye mask, you're heating it up in the microwave or taking it from the freezer, you can use it hot or cold, you're putting it on your face over the eyes, and there's always a risk of cross-contamination. There are lots of bugs that live on our faces, and if we're putting this on our eyes, there's a risk of eye infection. So for the first time, we have an eye compress which contains this substance which inhibits 99.9% of the bacteria which live on our skin and could cause conjunctivitis or an eye infection. And this has been proven to be used in laboratories. It inhibits the bacterial growth very, very significantly over other competitors. And I think that's really important because ophthalmologists are all keen to make sure that we don't transmit infection to the eye, especially when we're using something that's reusable up to 100 times. So this is a really good innovation. They have something called the Dry Eye Compress Essential, and then they have the premium. The premium's got the eyelid wipes, everything in there. Here's an example. This has a cover, a rewashable cover. It's got the antibacterial substance in it, and you can use that up to 100 times without worrying about eye infection. And that's really important because we see a lot of eye infections, conjunctivitis, dry, flaky, red eyelids. Millions of people suffer from this without ever going to seek any help.
I would be...
And I have been one of those. And you know, as a doctor, I know that people have prescription eye drops for all sorts of things, and it says specifically in the literature, do not reuse this. Once it's been opened, don't use this for more than 2 weeks. Do not put it in the other eye if you're using it on one infected eye, and do not share with other people. And what do people do? Exactly the opposite. So we do worry about eye infections, and here's one way of treating a very common eye disease safely and effectively.
I also feel like with 2019, technology, etc., there's a lot of like watching screens and irritations. I would definitely feel like I'm probably one of your target customers, actually.
Did you know, you mentioned screens. This is really interesting. If you're using a screen, which many people do for up to 8 hours a day, you blink about 4 times less than you do naturally. You're looking at the screen, you're not blinking. And it's blinking which allows the tear film to course across the surface of the eye and then to drain through the little duct here into the nose. So you've got a tear film with a lipid film over it to protect it. And it's the lipid film which goes when you've got dry eye disease, because these meibomian glands are not producing the oil. You need to heat the oil up using a hot eye compress for 20 minutes and then express the oil. If you do that on a regular basis, you won't suffer from dry eye disease. But when you're using a screen, you particularly need to use it. People are inside at the moment in winter, air conditioning, log fires, dry atmospheres, not good for the eyelids.
I am learning so much. Can you show me the eye mask again? So how do I heat this up?
So you put this in a microwave for the appropriate time, and once it's nice and warm, you put it on the eyes. You've got the strap here to keep it on, and you just lie still, and you have a nice. It's very relaxing.
Imagine, how long do I leave that on?
You leave that on for about 20 minutes. And after 20 minutes, you can just use a little cotton bud just to express the glands here, and you can actually see a little bit of the oil coming out because it gets blocked under normal circumstances. The glands get blocked, and the little ducts don't come out to the surface. They actually make little tributaries which cause the redness and the inflammation. So to express the oil, you need to heat it up and you need to manually express. And if people do that and use the wipes, which come with the compress, they can't go far wrong.
And then as your background as a GP, what is it that got you so interested in the eye?
Well, I did some specialization in the field of ophthalmics as a junior doctor. I used to do cataract extractions. I dealt with lots of eye infections. We used to dig foreign bodies out of eye. So people used to get a little fragment of metal in the eye or a bit of soot from the street. We have to sort of anaesthetize the eye and then dig out the foreign body with a little needle, under anaesthetic, of course. So I found eyes fascinating. And the thing about the eyes is they are the window to the soul. If you look at the back of the eye, you can see if someone's got high blood pressure or if they've got high cholesterol, if they've got diabetes. The eye tells you so much about the rest of the body. And the surface of the eye, again, you've got different kinds of things going on there. So eyes are not only something of beauty, like yours, Annalise, if I may say so, but they also are the window of the soul and a great way of determining what's going on elsewhere in the body.
Dr. Hilary Jones, I am feeling like I've just had a nice lesson in the eye. I'm loving it. Thank you so much, because what it is as well is that it's all about the passion. And right here at 100% Optical, I feel like there's so many passionate people in the room that it's just such a great energy here. Will you be back? Will I be seeing you every year, 100% Optical?
Yeah, absolutely. I've been here every year with Eye Doctor for the last 2 or 3 years. It's always good. There's always lots of innovation, interesting people. You know, we're learning. Technology is moving ahead so fast that it's good to keep abreast of what's going on. And there's lots of information to be had here.
Well, thank you so much for talking to me. I'm definitely going to be trying out some of these eye masks. Guys, I will see you in a bit.